Hello friends, I am Turtle257 and we are back playing Transport Fever 2 on the Desert Mainline map. We are on the Mainline Central route, just now leaving Bag End, heading for Mega City 1. And today's episode, we're just going to ride the trains and do a little bit of talking, especially about my incompetence. So, I went to record an episode. Let's up tempo here. We'll do 2 arrows worth of speed instead of the 3. So I went in and I connected the main line to Bree, and I added that little steel mill that's right there in that little area where Bree is. And I even took the main line all the way out to Dalaran, and I hooked up another iron ore mine that goes into Dalaran and brings iron ore back to Bree to go to the steel mill to create more steel on that side of the map. Your host, yours truly, me, I'm an idiot. I did not push record, so I made, and in quotation marks because I didn't make anything, but I thought I was making an episode of, I thought I was making an episode for you guys to watch, to where we plumbed in, we got Bree and Drustvar online to the main line, and we basically finished the mainline Central line. The mainline Central Railroad is now complete. It ends in Dalaran. It doesn't go any farther. It goes from Bag End to Dalaran. So Bag End and Dalaran are where all the lines converge and meet. So West, Central, and East all meet in Bag End, and they will all meet in Dalaran eventually. But since I'm an idiot and I didn't record, you didn't get to see me put all that in, and I am very sorry about that. And so what I need to do is just figure out what do I need to do to make sure that I push record. I don't know. I just need to remember and think about what I'm doing. Stuff like that. And, yeah. But, I'm gonna up-tempo a little bit faster. This is going pretty slow. Let's check the date while we're here. It is 1892, and it's not even moving forward. Let's put that on. Hop back on the train. Alright, so dates moving forward. The 19th century is coming to a close. We're about to enter into the 1900s. And these cities are going to dramatically change. And we are nowhere near the age of diesel yet. We do have new trains out. We got another new train out. The Baldwin 56, which we're running right now on the cargo lines, that's going to stay the cargo train, but the new train has less tractive effort, but it goes a little bit faster, and so I'm going to put that on the passenger lines. And then we're just going to continue on. I think in the next episode I'm going to connect Bree to Drustvar and then Orgrimmar, and that's going to stay just like it is, and then Orgrimmar can connect can go over to Drustvar. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe just Drustvar will go into... Because it doesn't make sense to have 2 lines almost doing the same thing, just swapping cities out. So that's something I'm going to think about. And I'm going to record that episode today. I got other things to think about. I think I want to work on the eastern main line. Focus on that a bit. Because we got passenger routes over there, and those are going to get in the way. And passenger routes are great, but this is like the first time I've ever really put passenger routes in before all the cargo goes in. And it just makes it a little bit more difficult and a little bit more tricky to figure out how we're going to manage all that. Because I want the cargo trains to maintain their speed as best as possible. So I try to avoid doing flyovers and viaducts on the cargo line unless you absolutely have to, like crossing a river or something like that. Whereas on the passenger lines, I'll throw tunnels and viaducts on those all day long. And then after we get the after we get east complete, we'll do west. But before we get to west, I think we might finish the central area because there's a lot of industry on here that's not connected to anything. And that will help. Oh, we're coming into Stormwind. We have almost completed the run, the full run. Yeah, there in this little bitty area up here, there are still some things that have not been connected that we need to get up and running. And then we also got to start figuring out how we're going to make our goods and whatever other industry we are not making as of right now, so that we can get everything, at least a little bit of everything that can be made and on the lines, so that the cities that require them will receive those products. But I added since I connected Bree and Dalaran, I added 4 more trains to the main line. Hopefully that's enough. And we are full. Well, okay, we're missing one thing. We are basically a full train. We are carrying a little bit of everything right now. This is going to disrupt the supply chain for a little while until it can get itself all sorted out. And plus, once we get the other 2 main lines up and running and everything connected properly, the main lines will all balance each other out in delivering things. And with the way things are going, the ships, we might not even need the ships anymore. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. Let's wait for this guy to get in there, and then we'll sneak on over onto the other track. Trains everywhere. A little bit of queuing, not a bad thing. I don't mind it. And here we are at City 17. We're probably going to... Oh, get your drink of water. Probably going to drop off a bunch of stuff that's unnecessary for dropping off here, and up a bunch of stuff that's unnecessary for picking up. It's just how the game works. I don't have the brain power to figure out what these stations or what these trains need to pick up and drop off at each station, so I'm going to let the AI figure it out. Like, we literally have a little bit of everything on this line now. Everything that we are currently making, I think. The only thing we don't have is grain, and that's because the grain is self-contained. The grain currently is self-contained. Here shortly, within the next couple of episodes, we are going to have grain on the main line. There's a bunch of farms up on this end of the map, and down south too. There's farms all over the place, but as of right now, all of our food production, the grain for that food production is self-contained on its own line. So we're not picking anything up, or any grain up. But other than that, we have everything now that we deal with, other than grain, on the main line, which is really cool. I mean, you can look down at the bottom of your screen and see see that the trade is carrying a little bit of everything, except for fuel and oil, because it doesn't need to be carrying oil. Well, it should be carrying oil, because oil needs to go to Bree, which we are approaching now. this was, I mean, it was a lot of fun building all this. I really wish you guys could have seen it. I'm sorry for that. But here we are. We're coming into Bree now. And there's our passenger line over there. Let's see if there's anything here waiting for us. See, it's got coal here waiting, which is insane. Why? Why couldn't it just take the coal to the steel plant that's just up the track from it? But whatever. We'll probably drop it off on the way back so that the steel mill train can pick it up and take it into the proper station. We dropped off a lot of our iron ore, so that's good. We'll probably end up picking up iron ore up here at Dalaran. After we get to Dalaran, we have run the whole mainline central route. The red mainline central route terminates in Dalaran, and we are coming up upon it here shortly. After that, we'll jump out of the train, and I'll show you what I built. And then that will, be the end of the episode. But here we are. Where is our town? Where is Dalaran? I don't see you. But we're coming up onto it. Got a little bit of smoothing to do. I mean, looking at grass is not fun, but... And then, here's Dalaran. Oh, we got a new electric trolley available, so we can start doing some of those. Oh yeah, we might even need to... Alright, we're going to put... Let's see how many trains we got on the central line. We got 17. What if we put 3 more to make 20? Because, I mean, this stuff needs to get moved. So, I put this in to bring iron ore up to here to take it over to there. And we brought our main line in. We butted up against this track, then we butted up against our passenger line, and I put our signals kind of in the same space, so that way we can do, some drag racing. If ever trains get, together like that. And then over in here, I hooked up this coal to this steel mill into Bree, and then back out again. This train is going to come out and go to Drustvar, probably on this side, and then into Orgrimmar. And I'll have 4 tracks in Orgrimmar for Winterfell, because Winterfell is going to come up that way. So this side is going to go from Rapture to Undercity to Marine to Winterfell to Orgrimmar. No, it's not. Winterfell is going to go into Drustvar. And then there will just be 2 or 3 trains running back and forth from Orgrimmar to Drustvar to Bree. And then it's going to continue into Dalaran and end in Dalaran. It'll probably come up from behind. I made this a through station. Then Bravos. How do we hook up Bravos? That is the $1 million question. Bravos might be just a back and forth into City 17, and we could... I don't know. Or it could be a back and forth with Undercity. It might be a back and forth with Undercity, because I really don't have the room here, and I don't know if I want to rebuild all of this just to add in 2 more tracks for Bravos, and I don't want to share this track. I mean, I could. That might actually work, because I could do something very similar here. Yeah. Yep, Bravos is going to come into City 17. But for the next episode, we are going to figure out a way, and this is a a cluster muck here. A cluster muck with an M. Because we need to get on... We need to get here. So we got roads, 2 train lines to cross, and we're going to have to tunnel through there. I don't know how we're going to do this yet. Preferably, we just come right on out, plow through here, connect into Drustvar, and then do a flyover for the passenger line. That would be ideal. And then we got grain, and the grain is going to run in... I could add a set of tracks on here. Not a big deal. Add the grain in. And bring the grain into Bree to get grain on the main line. And then we got logs and we got planks and we can make fuel up here. So there's definitely some interesting things coming in the future. So next episode, be ready for the main line, not the main line line's done, but the Bree basically jumper cable to Drustvar and Orgrimmar. And then after that, and in that episode, we might hook this grain up, add a couple of tracks on here, hook this grain up. And then after that, we're going to work on continuing the main line. Well, hello. You guys need some help, don't you? Yes, you do. Manage vehicles. You need... Let's go ahead and throw 6 on you for now. And food, you can have 3, 4. We'll continue the main line here up into Undercity. And then Undercity, I'm going to have to count and figure out. I need 1, 2, maybe 3 sets of tracks so that one can go... No, 2 sets. That'll be good, because then I could, you know, just run parallel on this set here and come around the mountain and then come into the station on this side of town, which will set it up nicely to curve around this way to go into Winterfell and then up to Dalaran and then into, or up into Drustvar and then into Dalaran, where the west line, or east line rather, terminates. But thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that you didn't get to see all this get built. This was actually a lot of fun to do. I really enjoyed putting this in. I'm sorry that you didn't get to see it, and I will not forget to record again, I promise. But thank you so much for watching. I really enjoy making these videos. And nope, quick save, auto save, take a drink. Get out that water. I really enjoy making these videos, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so that you know when I post a video, and leave a comment. I want to hear from you. I want to hear some feedback. What do you have any ideas? What would you like to see? What kind of a connection would you like to see? And do you like the idea of 3 separate main lines but connected, you know, in Bag End and Dalaran, and then in various places on the map, like with Bravos and City 17 that connect, that will probably end up connecting into Undercity, you know, stuff like that. Yep, so I can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. And thank you again for watching, and thank you for, you know, bearing with me while I make stupid mistakes by, you know, like not pushing record. So thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.